8 centimeter, then the area of the shaded part equal space. Look at about the circle. If you get the area about segment CD and multiplication by 3, you will get the area of shaded part, because we have here 3 part equal in the area, and you know the area about circle equal 360. You can find the area about arc CB or EB or EC divided by 3, 360 divided by 3, because the measure of circle, the measure of angles, all cumulative angles in the circle equal 360, and the measure of the circle is 360. You can divide it by 3 to find the area about CP. It will be 120 degree, and the central angle here equal 120. Okay, 360 divided by 3 equal 120. Then we can write the rule about area of segment equal half r power 2 multiplication by theta radian subtracted by sine theta degree. We know 360 divided by 3 equal 120, and you can convert it from 120 degree to theta radian. Convert this angle to theta radian, to radian, okay, by divided by 100 multiplication by pi. 120 divided by 180 multiplication by equal 2 over 3 pi. Subtract sine 120, and then you can find the area about shaded parts, 3 times area of segment. You can find the result by using a calculator. The result will be 117.9 square centimeter. Question 49. The area of quadrilateral whose diagonal length are 8 centimeter and the measure of the include the angle between them 100 degree. We can find the area by using the rule about question 49. We know the rule will be half multiplication by first side and second side multiplication by sine included angle between them, sine 180, so the result will be 23.6 square centimeter. Question 50. The area of triangle ABC, where AB equal 10 centimeter, AC 12 centimeter, a measure of angle E equals 60 degree. We can find the area equal half multiplication by 5 multiplication. We have sides here 10 and 12. Okay, question 50. Now we have side 10 and 12. 10 multiplication by 12 multiplication by sine 60. The result will be, we know sine 60 equal root 3 over 2. 12 divided by 4 equal 3. The result will be 30 root 3 square centimeter. Question 51. The area of regular pentagon whose side length 10 centimeter is. We can find the area about pentagon by using the rule. Area equal fourth multiplication by, we have here side length 10 centimeter and we have 5 sides about pentagon. Pentagon has 5 sides, so we can write 4 times number of sides multiplication by length power 2. The length about side equal 10 power 2 multiplication by 1 over 10 180 divided by 5. You know the rule is the rule about area about regular. In regular you can using the rule here, force multiplication by number of sides multiplication the length of one side power 2 multiplication 1 over 10 180 divided by number of sides. Okay, it's the rule about regular. Here pentagon, its meaning has 5 sides, So the area about pentagon, it will be force multiplication the number of sides 5 multiplication by length of one side power 2 multiplication by 1 over 10 180 divided by 5. You can using calculator to find the result. It will be 172 square centimeter. Question 52. The area of rhombus whose side length is 8 centimeter and one of its angles is 60 degree. You can find the result about rhombus. Look at here. If we have rhombus here, we can find the area about one triangle and multiplication by 2 to find the area about rhombus. Okay, we have side here, side length was 8 centimeter, okay, and one of its angles 60 degree. This angle is 60 degree, and all side equal a length in rhombus. We know the properties about rhombus. All side equal a length, and the two diagonal here perpendicular. But in this example, you want to find the area about rhombus. The area of rhombus we can find rhombus equal to multiplication area of triangle. You can get the area of this triangle and multiplication by 2 to find the area about rhombus. Okay, so the area of rhombus equal twice area of triangle. Area of rhombus equal twice area of triangle. Okay, okay, I will complete space here. We know area of triangle, it's meaning half multiplication by side multiplication by side multiplication by sine theta. Theta was 60 degree. The result will be what? 8 times 8 equal 64. 64 multiply root 3 over 2, it will be 32 root 3 square centimeter. It's the area about rhombus. Question 53. The area of trapezium whose two bases here 10 6 centimeter, its height 8 centimeter. We can write the rule about trapezium. Half multiplication small base and greatest base multiplication by height. We have trapezium here. It's trapezium. We have trapezium here. We have small base and longest base. Small walls 6 centimeter and greatest 10 centimeter and the height 8 centimeter. We can find the area about trapezium. Half multiplication the sum of two base 10 plus 6 multiplication by height 8. It will be half times 16 8 times 8 equals 64 square centimeter. Question 54. The area of triangle whose sides are 10 12 14 centimeter is. To find the area about triangle, we must find perimeter first. Perimeter, it's meaning the sum of all side about triangle. Question 54. We know B equal half of perimeter. B will be equal half multiplication by sum of all sides 10 plus 12 plus 14. Then B equal what? 18 centimeter. Then you can find the area. Write the rule. Perimeter here 18 multiplication by 18, subtract first side multiplication by second side, difference between 18 and second side 12, multiplication by third side here 18 subtract by 40. Complete with me. 18 subtract by 40. Then the area will be, by using calculator, it will be 24 root 6 square centimeter. Question 55. If magnitude about vector A multiplication -8, magnitude about -8 multiplication vector A equal 5, magnitude about K multiplication vector A, then K equal space. Question 55. We know magnitude about -8 vector A equal 5 multiplication magnitude about K vector A. You can find the result here. Magnitude about -8 or absolute value about -8 equal 8. 8 multiplication magnitude about vector A equal 5 multiplication by absolute value about K about multiplication by magnitude about vector A. And you can comparing about coefficient here and coefficient here. Then 5 multiplication by magnitude K or absolute value about K equal 8. 8 equal 5 times absolute value about K. Then absolute value about K or magnitude about K equal 8 over 5. Then K will be positive or negative 8 over 5. The result will be what? 8 over 5. Understood question 55. Question 56. The point which pointing to the solution set of the following equation: x greater than 2, y greater than 1, and x plus y greater than or equal to 3 is. Look at here about all point here. 2 greater than 1. Why not satisfies the second equality? Letter B, 1 and 2. 1 greater than 2? No, it's wrong. Okay. About letter C, 3 greater than 2 and 2 greater than 1, and 3 plus 2 equal 5. So the result will be letter C. Question 57. If A is a matrix of order 1 product 3, and B rotated or turnated is matrix of the order 1 times 3, then it's possible carry out the following operation will be space. Look at here. Question 57. He give us matrix of order, a matrix of order 1 product 3, and P power T is matrix from order 1 product 3. It's possible about what? We can find here A plus P, P plus P. We can find, but here it's rotate about B. So we can convert this P power T. It will be B will be 3 product 1, and A was 1 product 3. You can product about matrix A and matrix P. Then it's possible to find EP. We know 1 refers to number of what about row. We have row here, row and vertical. We have the row here 1 and vertical 3, and the second matrix number of row 3 and number of vertical 1. So we can multiplication about them, because the number of vertical in the matrix A equals the number of row in the matrix B. It's a condition. You know this condition about multiplication. The number of vertical about matrix A equals the number of row about matrix B. Then you can find multiplication. Then you can find multiplication about matrix A and matrix B, because the number of vertical about matrix A equals the number of row about matrix B, because they give us in the example transpose about B 1 product 3, then the matrix B will be 3 product 1. Okay, you can review all questions or rules with me about this example. Look at here, look at left hand side here. It's a rule some special matrix, row matrix A1 product 3 equal to 3 negative 1, and we have column matrix A3 1 equals 0 and negative 3 and 2. A 0 matrix meaning all element in the matrix equals 0. Square matrix meaning A2 product 2 or A product 3, A3 product 3. Diagonal matrix, it's meaning this diagonal here equal 0, 0 and 0 and 0. It's diagonal matrix. Or B equal 1, 0, 0, 3. It's called a diagonal matrix. Unit matrix identity, it's meaning what? The diagonal here equal 1. All diagonal here 1. Okay. All diagonal here were in diagonal here equal 1. We called it identity, matrix identity. And equality of two matrix, if A 2 product 3 equal matrix B 2 product 3, then EIG equal BIG. Okay, it's equality about matrix to matrix. Disorganize 2 product 3, and here B equal 2 product 3. It's important to know the number of vertical about matrix A equals the number of row about matrix B. Then if we find the multiplication about two matrix, to find multiplication you can find the number of vertical in matrix A equal number of row about matrix B. But if two matrix equal, then the corresponding element will be equal, such that A equal 1 and B equal 2 and C equal 3 and D equal 4. Look at matrix transport or transpose. Matrix transpose, it will be rotate the row here 1 and 3 and 1 to be 1 3 1 vertical, and 0 negative 1 negative 2, it will be inverse to 0 and negative 1 and negative 2. And symmetric and skew symmetric matrix, if A equal transpose A, we called it what? Matrix transpose. Okay, this word we can cancel this word and write T up the sign here. It's meaning transpose about A. If A equal transpose A, it's meaning symmetric and skew symmetric. It's meaning what? Skew symmetric or symmetric, it's meaning symmetric. We called it symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix if A equal transpose A. Look at here. A equal 1, negative 3, 5, negative 3, 0, 4, 5, 4, 6. But if A equal negative transpose A, A is called skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix, such that 0, 0, 0. Look at here, diagonal here 0 and 0 and 0, and 3 here and negative 3, negative 5 and 5, negative 4 and 4. Okay, but in symmetric matrix here, look at here, negative 3 equal negative 3, 5 equal 5, 4 equal 4. But in skew symmetric matrix here, the diagonal will be 0, 0, 0, and all element here behind it will be negative 3 and negative 3, negative 5 and 5, negative 4 and 4, and so on. And what about determines? Determines absolute value about matrix A. We can find the result by multiplication ED subtract CD. Multiplication about element in diagonal, E times D subtract secondary diagonal here, CD. And we can find determine about matrix A about 3 by 3. If A matrix about A product 3, A3 product 3, we can find A here and cancel the row here and the vertical, and multiplication about EI subtract HF subtract B multiplication by, we can cancel the row and vertical and find the product about D and I. D product I subtract GF plus C product by, we can cancel the row and the column here, DH subtract EG. And you must know the area about triangle. Any triangle in which vertical A, B, C, D, E, F can be calculated by half, write half here, and all point A, B, C, D, E, F, and write 1 in the third vertical. To prove that 3 point A, B, C, D, E, F are collinear, we shall calculate that. Determine A equal A, B, C, D, E, F 1. If A equals 0, then the 3 points are collinear. If you get the determine A will be equal 0, then the 3 points are collinear. Collinearity meaning all 3 points in the same straight line. Okay, you must know these properties. And to solve two equations in two variables, ax plus by equal m and cx plus dy equal n, we can use a Cramer theorem. Determine delta a and c, b and d, and delta x equal, we can cancel the first vertical here, a and c, and write m and n. Okay, write m and n here in the first. And find delta y, you can cancel y here, you can cancel b and d from delta, cancel b and d from delta, and write here m and n. Then x equal delta x over delta and y equal delta y over delta. To solve three equations in three variables, ax plus by plus z equal m, and dx equal ey plus fz equal n, gx plus hy plus iz equal j. You can find first delta, write all element or coefficient x and y and z here in vertical, and to find delta x you must cancel the vertical here, a and d and g. We can cancel first vertical here and write the constant m and l. And to find delta y you must cancel second vertical here, b, e, h, and write the constant m, n, l. And to find delta z you must cancel the third vertical about delta, c, f, I. You must cancel c and f and I and write m, n, l. Then x equal delta x over delta, and y equal delta y over delta, and z equal delta z over delta. And what about multiplicative inverse? Multiplicative inverse, if a equal a, b, c, d, and delta a equal a, the product d subtract c, b, not equal 0, then a power -1, the inverse about a, about matrix a equal 1 over determine about a, multiplication by d and a. We can rotate a and d, rotate the element in the diagonal here, a and d. We can replace them, d and a, and write the sign about b and c, negative here and negative here. Okay, to solve the equation in variables ax plus by equal m and a and cx plus dy equal n, we can find the variables here, a, coefficient about variables a and x and y, a, b, c, d, right here a and c, the first vertical, and second vertical we can write, and second vertical here, b and d, and the variables here x and y equals constant m and n. And then x and y equal a, b, c, d, power -1. We can find the inverse about this matrix here, multiplication by m and n constant here. And for Any two matrix A and B, we can find A plus B equal B plus A, but A product B not equal to B product A. You must know A plus B all power transpose, we can write A transpose plus B transpose, but in multiplication you can write B transpose multiplication A transpose. It's very important, this properties. Okay, again, A product B all transpose equal B transpose multiplication by A transpose. You must change A and B when to find the transpose about A product B. A product B all transpose equal B transpose multiplication A transpose, and magnitude about A plus B equal magnitude about A plus magnitude B, and magnitude about A product B equal magnitude about A product magnitude B. Magnitude about A equal magnitude about transpose of A. If A n product n, then K product matrix A in magnitude equal K power n product A. It's very important, this properties. Again, if A n product n, A product n is organized n product n, then magnitude about Ka equal K power n multiplication magnitude A. Okay, and we can write A equal A power -1, all power -1, negative times negative equal positive, the result will be A, and A plus B all power -1 equal what? B power -1 multiplication by A power -1. Okay, you can write B power -1 multiplication A power -1 such that transpose is this example like this rule here, such that this rule to find transpose about A and B, you can write B transpose multiplication A transpose, and A product B all power -1, it will be A B -1 power -1 multiplication A power -1. Look at trigonometry theorem. Square sine theta plus cosine power 2 theta equal 1 plus tan power 2 theta equal sec power 2 theta, cotan power theta power 2 theta plus 1 equal cosec power 2 theta. Sine negative theta equal negative sine theta, cosine negative theta equal cosine theta, tan negative theta equal negative tan theta. And you must know sec equal 1 over cosine theta, and cosec equal 1 over sine theta, cotan equal 1 over tan theta, tan theta equal sine theta over cosine theta, cotan theta equal cosine theta over sine theta, and the general solution of sine will be theta plus 2 by n, or 2 multiply n by. Cosine will be 2 n by positive or negative theta, and tan equals theta plus n times by. But in sine we have general solution positive or negative. Okay, theta plus 2 by its remaining 180 times 2 equal 360 times n, in reverse to the number of rotate, or we can write pi subtract by theta plus 2 times pi n. About sine and cosine and tan, about general solution. Look at here again, tan will be theta plus n times b, n times 100, half of rotate here. But in cosine and sine we have 1 rotate. Okay, 1 rotate, positive or negative theta in cosine, and sine theta plus 2 pi n, and the next angle 180 subtracted by c, because sine will be positive at first quadrant and second quadrant, but cosine will be positive at first quadrant and fourth quadrant. First quadrant and fourth quadrant, we can write here 2 by n positive or negative theta. Okay, it's very important, this rule about the general solution about sine and cosine and tan. An area of triangle equal half side by side by sine included angle, and the area of triangle equal, we must know, square root about perimeter divided by 2, multiplication half of perimeter subtract by first side, and perimeter divided by 2 subtract second side, multiplication by perimeter divided by 2 third side. Area of circular sector, half theta radian multiply r power 2. R is meaning radius. We have three rules about area of circular sector. Okay, so first rule, half theta radian multiply r power 2, or you can convert it from theta radian to theta degree. Theta radian is meaning x power 2 x degree over 360 multiplication area of circle. If you give us the area about circle, you can find area of circular sector by multiplication by x degree divided 360, and you can convert it from theta radian to x degree by multiplication by 180 divided by pi to convert it from theta radian and theta degree. Or area of circular sector, we can use this rule, half length of arc multiplication by r radius, and l it's meaning length of arc. And we know perimeter of the circular sector 2r plus l. Area of the circular segment, this rule, half r power 2, half radius, half square radius, or half r power 2 multiplication theta radian subtract sine theta. And area about convex quadral is meaning such that polygon, we can call it quadral, such that what parallelogram. You can find the area about it, half diagonal 1 diagonal 2 times sine included angle. And the area about regular polygon with n raised to number of side and side lengths x. Now force, we must know this rule. Okay, force multiplication in x power 2 cotan by n raised to number of sides and x raised to the length of side. And we have relation about theta radian and theta degree. Theta radian divided by pi equals theta degree over 180, and theta radian equal L over R. Again, theta radian equal length of arc over length of radius. Area of trapezium equal half multiplication base 1 plus base 2 multiplied by height. We have the relation about theta radian and 2 pi. Theta radian over 2 pi equal x degree over 360 equal area of sector over pi r power 2 equal L over 2 pi r. You must know this relation about area of sector over pi r power 2 equal L over 2 pi r equal x degree over 360 equal theta radian over 2 pi. Okay, and if x and y, vector A, x and y, then its norm magnitude about A equal root x power 2 plus y power 2. We called it norm about magnitude A. And its direction theta equal tan power negative 1 y over x, the inverse about angle, because tan theta equal y over x. And x and y, we can convert it to about coordinate here, magnitude A cosine theta and magnitude A sine theta. And if vector A equal x and y and vector B equal x2 y2, here we have a rule here, if A parallel B, vector A parallel B, then x1 over x2 equal y2 over y1, or you can find the slope about 1 and the slope about 2. Again, y1 over x1 equal y2 over x2. The slope, it's meaning the slope about vector A. You can find the slope about vector A by divided y1 over x1, because if vector A parallel to vector B, it's meaning the slope of vector A equal slope of vector B. Then y1 over y2 over y1, or you can write y1 over y2 equal x1 over x2 here. Okay, this rule. Or you can find the product of extremes equals the product of means, x1 times y2 subtract x2 y1 equals 0. If vector A perpendicular to vector B, then it's meaning what? It's meaning the multiplication about two slopes here equal negative 1. Then y1 over x1 equal what? Negative x2 over y2. We can find the inverse about The slope about b, y2 over x, write the inverse about it here, x2 over y2, write the inverse about vector b, slope about vector b, write the inverse here and write negative outside. Or you can find the product about the extremes equal product of means x1 x2 plus y1 multiplication y2 equals 0, as you like. Okay, you must know this rule a and b. A about parallel and b about perpendicular. Or you can find from your mind about this rule. If a vector a parallel to vector b, it's meaning slope 1 will be equal slope 2. And you can find the slope 1 y1 over x1 and the slope 2 y2 over x2. And if vector a perpendicular to vector b, then you can write slope 1 multiplication by slope 2 equal negative 1. Or you can find this rule or keep in mind this rule to find the result as you like. If vector AB and vector CD are equivalent, it's meaning vector AB equal vector CD and the length. And we have vector AB equal B subtract A. We can find point B subtract point A to find the length about vector AB. And you must know vector AB equal negative vector BA. We can write the inverse about vector, but we must write negative outside. And we must know vector AB plus vector BB, BA equals 0. In any triangle ABC, AB plus BC plus CA equal vector 0. And in any quad ABC, in the quadral ABCD, we can know AB plus BC plus CD equal AD. We can find the result and first here and the end point. It will be vector AD. In any parallelogram ABCD, vector AB plus vector AD equal the diagonal EC. Okay, vector AB plus vector AD equal vector EC in parallelogram. Okay, look at here. If we have parallelogram here ABCD and vector we have here in the example, he tells us vector AB plus vector AD. We can find the result about diagonal EC. Okay, vector AB plus vector AD equal vector EC. Okay, in any triangle ABC, if M is the midpoint about BC, then vector AB plus vector EC equal twice EM. In any triangle here ABC triangle and M is the midpoint about BC, then vector AB plus vector AC will be twice the vector AM. Okay, if vector AB equal constant multiply vector DC and the K not equal 0, then A and B and CD are collinear, or we can call a vector AB equal to vector DC and magnitude about EB equal absolute value about K multiplication about magnitude about vector BC. Look at here about application on vectors. The relative velocity of A and B respect to B, vector or velocity about AB equal velocity about vector A. Subtract vector velocity B. The result of the sum forces are equal F1 plus F2 plus F3. The body in equilibrium, it's meaning R equals 0. This word, it's meaning R equals 0. The total R equals 0, but F1 and F2 and F3 and so on. If A x1 and y1 and B equal x2 y2 and C x and y is the point of division M2 and M1, we can call the ratio about division about x and y M1 multiplication x1 plus M2 x2 over M1 plus M2 and M1 y1 plus M2 y2 over M1 plus M2. And types about division internally if the ratio about M2 and M1 greater than 0, and externally then M2 over M1 less than 0, and the midpoint about AB where half about x1 and x2 divided by 2 and here y1 plus y2 over 2. The slope about straight line y2 minus y1 over x2 subtract x1 is the lines but it shows the point x1 x2. Okay, Slope about equal what? Tan theta. Theta is the angle of line mixed with vertical positive or of negative axis. Okay, positive axis with x-axis. Okay, يعني the angle here acute will be acute. We can find the equation y equal emx plus c. M is the constant here, it's referring to slope. Slope equal negative coefficient of x over coefficient of y. About this equation, ax plus by plus c equals 0. The slope about x-axis or any line parallel to x-axis equals 0, and the slope about y-axis or line parallel to y-axis undefined, it's meaning 1 over 0. L1 parallel to L2, then slope 1 equal slope 2, and L1 perpendicular to L2, it's meaning slope 1 multiplication slope 2 equal negative 1. Slope equal b over a, direction vector a, vector u equal a and b. We can find the slope about vector u by divided b over a. If vector u equal a and b is a direction vector of a straight line, then the direction vector is perpendicular is vector u2, b, and negative a. We can write the perpendicular here, can change the sign about first or second as you like. We can change b and a here and write the negative here at a or the first. It's perpendicular, okay? The form is of the equation of straight line, the straight line L which passes through the point a, x1, y1, and this direction vector u equal a and b. K is a parameter. We can write the equation about parameter. The first one, x equal x1 plus ka and y equal y1 plus kb. It's parameter to equation about vector form. And what about Cartesian form? Cartesian form is y minus y1 over x minus x1 equal slope, and y equal mx plus constant, y minus y1 equal slope multiplication x minus x1. It's Cartesian forms. And general form, ax plus by plus c equals 0. And we can write the equation x over a plus y over b equal 1. A is reversed to x-intercept and y-intercept about x-axis and y-axis. If we have two straight line L1 and L2 whose slope m1, m2, then can calculate the measure of the included angle between them by rule. Tan theta equal slope 1 subtract slope 2 over 1 plus slope 1 multiplication slope 2, where theta belonging to the differ from 0 and pi over 2. To get measure of obtuse angle, if this angle we can find the angle about two straight lines, the obtuse will be 180 subtract by theta. And to get angles x degree between any straight line L1 and the vertical line y, you can find x degree. See, reverse to the angle x. Angle x will be 90 subtract theta. Theta, it's angle between L1 and positive direction about x-axis. Again, to get angle x degree between straight line L1 and vertical parallel y, you must subtract from 90 degree. The length of the perpendicular from point x1 and y2 to the line ax plus by plus constant, we can find this rule. Magnitude or absolute value about ax1 plus by1 plus c over square root about a power 2 plus b power 2. The distance between 2 points ep and cd is, we can find the distance between square root about a subtract c or power 2 plus b subtract d or power 2. The general equation of the straight line passing through the point of intersection of two lines, if the two lines L1 ax a1x plus by b1y plus c equals 0, it's the first equation, and we have second equation intersect at a point, then the general equation of all point equal, we must know this rule about general equation. We can write the first equation here without 0, okay, plus constant here multiplication by second equation without 0 and write 0 outside. Okay, my students, in the next video I will complete all questions. Thank you. Goodbye. You must study hard. Okay, goodbye.